So I started working with my now partner at 3A Athletics, Seth Taylor, and Seth, in his day job, he's a therapeutic life coach, and we started working together actually in 2021. End of 2020 is when my father passed away. And before that, I had worked with the EAP program through the Blue Jays and the other organizations, as well as some really good sports psychologists, but never really getting to the root, right? We deal with the symptoms of anxiety and the mood swings and things that I was going through, but we never really got into the root of all the things that I had experienced on and off the field in my professional career, as well as a young kid growing up in a household that had a lot of instability. And really being able to unpack those things for the first time with Seth opened my eyes as to how our childhood experiences really impact the way that we operate as an adults. And as we're talking about parenting, how this impacts us as parents. So starting working with Seth, really started to pull back a lot of these layers of what we'll call the onion of my life, and trying to get to some of the core experiences that were driving the behavior and driving the anxiety and the different emotional experiences that I was having, and really helped me kind of come to peace with the idea of retiring. But as you mentioned, there's still the transition of who am I outside of sports. And I was interested in a number of things that I'm still, relatively involved in from an investing and real estate standpoint, but I still didn't know how to find my self-worth and self-love outside of my performance on the field. So working with him for a couple of years before we started 3A Athletics, and then continuing on that therapeutic journey on a one-on-one basis, as well as with my wife in marriage counseling, because I understand there was a lot of things that I experienced that were leading to these behaviors and these thoughts and these emotions that I was experiencing that really weren't aligned with who I wanted to be and my core values. So it was really kind of a peel back process, and then surrounding myself with great organizations like the MLB Players Alumni Association. There's another organization called the Pro Athlete Community, where they've really tried to come alongside guys who are transitioning out of their career and help give them a deeper understanding of all these transferable skills that you develop as an athlete and how those translate into the world of business. But even attending these events, I found a common theme, right, that you've experienced and so have I, is who am I outside of the game? And it takes time for that process to unfold, and guys have different approaches to it, but I've tried to surround myself with people not only who have gone through it themselves, but also people like yourself and people in this community who are really trying to make an impact on the youth sports experience, because I realized how much of that really stemmed from early success in youth sports.